Hey, I'm Ben Pollack here with elitefts, and I'm going to show you a bicep exercise variation that I really like for both strengthening and for rehab purposes. So we're here at a regular preacher bench. Any preacher bench is fine. This is a machine-based one. If you have a freestanding barbell one, that works too. All we want is kind of this support for our arm. And we're going to take a dumbbell. You can also do this with a barbell. I prefer dumbbells. We're going to take a barbell, and we're going to hang our arm over so that our arm is almost directly perpendicular to the ground. This is very much like a concentration curl, except you have this whole pad for support, which actually, as we'll see, makes a big difference. So if you're just using this as a strengthening or hypertrophy exercise, all you have to do from here is curl. Now, there are a couple things that you can pay attention to give you a better contraction, better pump. The first is that you want to make sure that the dumbbell is up in the meat of your palm, right up here, not down by your fingertips. That's going to make it a little bit harder, but it will also give you a better contraction in your bicep. The other thing is, as you come up, you can start to shift the emphasis from down here, your bicep insertion, up to up here by the shoulder. It's a little tricky at first. You got to form that mind-muscle connection, but as you do, you'll notice that you're able to lift more weight and you get a better pump because you're focusing on both halves of the bicep. Again, I like to do this and most of my isolation exercises for very high reps. So I'll typically do this for anywhere from a set of 12 to 20 repetitions, and I use light dumbbells. It does not take much to get a pump using this exercise. I get a pump just doing those few reps right there. And that's one of the reasons I really like it, very time efficient, and you don't have to use a lot of load, which a lot of times can be stressful both physically and mentally. Now, if you're dealing with elbow pain inside or outside, this is still a great exercise to use because of the support that you have for your upper arm. You can really isolate your upper arm, and that can often help to alleviate elbow pain, regardless of where it is, where it comes from. However, if that's your purpose, you'll want a lighter dumbbell. So this is a 20. I would use as light as 5, maybe 10 pounds if I were dealing with inner elbow pain. I would do it the exact same way, but I would focus on the eccentric movement, focus on lowering that dumbbell. And if your elbow pain is so bad that you can't finish the rep, just use your other hand to help you. Use your other hand to pull the dumbbell up and then just focus on a real slow eccentric. Do that again, high reps, sets of 20. For me, that can help alleviate elbow pain in as little as a day. Usually it takes, maybe 3 days, but it's something that for me consistently works and is almost, I don't want to say a miracle cure, but a lot of the other things that you'll see for tendonitis, stretching, those things to me, they're not enough on their own. Stretching, icing, heat, whatever your preferred method of treatment is, I find that you need some type of resistance exercise to help rehab. If you're dealing with elbow pain on your outside of your elbow, still a useful exercise. Probably easier to do this with a barbell, but you can still use dumbbells. You'll want to take a reverse grip. This is going to be pretty difficult. You'll want a very light dumbbell for this. You can still do reverse grip curls here. I find that reverse grip curls, if you're dealing with elbow pain, if they're freestanding, very difficult to do. But with this support, very easy. So you'll take a light dumbbell or barbell. You'll do reverse curls. Again, same thing, sets of high reps. If it's too much, if you can't do a full rep without pain, just use your other arm, help it up. With a dumbbell, you won't be able to get full pronation of your arm. That's okay, just get as much as you can. But really make sure that you're focusing on the elbow joint. Don't think about that shoulder like we're doing with the strengthening with the hypertrophy. Your goal for rehab needs to be strengthening the muscles around the joint. So very versatile exercise, one of my favorites. I really encourage you to give it a try. Even if you're a powerlifter, you're thinking, hey, biceps aren't a big deal. They are a stabilizer. You still need balance. You don't want to deal with a torn bicep. You don't want to deal with triceps that are too dominant or forearms that are too dominant that are going to contribute to that elbow pain. So give it a try. Let me know what you think, and I hope you enjoy it.